Boiled egg. I like boiled egg. My sister likes boiled eggs sometimes. It tastes very savoury. In the middle it has egg yolk. It is orange. I eat it with a spoon, and I have a mountain of salt. I eat it with bread and butter. I dip it in my egg. Pop. I like Coke because it is fizzy pop. It is my favourite drink. I like it for my supper drink. My sister likes Coke. I open the can and pour out my drink. Bubble, bubble, bubble. When I have Coke to drink, it makes a bubbly sound. The bubbles go up my nose. They make it twitch when my nose is cold. I don't like lime because it is sour. It is a horrible leaf green. It makes my mouth sting. My sister likes sweet lime.
Bus stop.
It's a hot day on Hill Road.
First it's Dick. He is reading his newspaper. He has a t-shirt and jeans.
Then it is Bill with his transistor on. He must be hot with his hat on.
Down a bit there is a baby eating an ice cream in a pram.
Next is a girl reading a comic. It's Sabino.
Third from the end is a tramp, and he's talking to John, who has been shopping.
Then at the end is a schoolboy.
Bus stop.
A man is standing at the bus stop with his luggage, waiting for the bus to go on holiday.
The lady behind with a baby is reading a magazine. The baby is drinking a bottle of lemonade.
The man behind the lady is pinching her purse. The man is going to town with his bags.
The man behind has had his hair spiked and is going home.
A man has left his fishing rod by a tree while he was waiting for the bus, and he's holding his other one.
Limericks.
There was a young girl called Becky who loved to eat long spaghetti. She ate it with sauce on an obstacle course. That stupid young girl called Becky.
There once was a lady from Drain who went a bit insane. She thought so hard, her head turned to card, that insane old lady from Drain.
There was a young girl called Lani who was totally balmy. She jumped in the pool in the middle of school. That balmy young girl called Lani.
There once was a ghost who wanted to boast. He started off the fire because he was a great big liar, and he burnt all his toast.
That funny young girl from Leicester. There was a young girl from Leicester who got in a massive big cluster. She had her feet in the air and her hands on the ground, and her mother could never trust her.
Uncle Jim. My Uncle Jim is skateboard mad. Surprise, surprise, he ran over my dad. My uncle, he was not to know. His hearing aid was switched too low. I asked myself, what could I do before he runs me over too?
Thumbelina. A man and a lady longed for a baby. They wished and they prayed every day, until one night the wind was howling and a small child stumbled their way.
In the morning when they woke, to have a small child they hoped, and on the doorstep they heard a weak crying. A baby was there, she had blue eyes and fair hair, she was on the verge of dying.
They gave her a pill and put her to bed, then sang her a lullaby and stroked her sweet head.
Later that night the man and woman sat there thinking about how happy they were to have a child, and how happy they were to have her.
White is
beautiful.
White is beautiful when it is dark, when a white dog is in the park.
White is the colour of a cow's milk and a wedding dress made from silk. Yellow is nice. The sun is yellow, it shines like fire over hills and fields. It lights up the world when the darkness dies. Yellow is pretty and kind. There are flowers that are yellow like dandelions and buttercups, and possibly a yellow rose. That shows how pretty yellow is.
Blue is best. Blue is violet. Blue is the blue tits singing in tree. Blue is the sea crashing against the dike.
Green. Grass is green. Running on the green grass. Eat on the green grass. Eating around the green grass. New fresh green grass.
Red. Strawberries nice and juicy. They make my lips water. And we pick them and we take them home and we put sugar on them and then we eat them.
Light. Light is bright, the rainbow is light. Fireworks are bright. Daytime is nice when the sun comes out. When Christmas comes, lights come on. Darkness. Darkness is spooky, scary too. The darkness is gloomy, it is eerie, bats all around.
Light. Daytime is very bright. The sun is blazing down. A bolt of lightning crashes on the ground. A rainbow appears between the cloud, all its colours flashing. Rain still pouring, sun still blazing. The rainbow stays with its dazzling colours, almost blinding. The rainbow is disappearing, now it's gone. The rain is going, phew, it's gone.
My bonfire poem. On bonfire night there's a bright light in the sky with colourful fireworks spitting up high. The sparklers whiz in children's hands and then fall down to the ground. Bonfire night is quite good. You get the sticks from the wood. You tuck into hot dogs. You burn your old gollywog. Guy Fawkes on the top. Then he starts to flop. The bonfire bursts into flames. We call the Guy Fawkes James.
Fire! Fire is warm, hot and dangerous. The colour of flames are red, orange and gold.
It helps us to keep us warm when we are cold. Matches like fireworks.
Matches like the fire. Fire has sharp, jagged flames.
Don't play with fire, it's not for games.
Firework night. In the sky so light and spark, the fireworks go whoosh, and in the flash of light, they're up and out so bright.
Fireworks. Rockets whooshing through the sky. On the fire sits the guy, banging and crashing up high. I like November the 5th.
Look, cries everyone, the Catherine wheel! There it is on the post. Look, it's starting to turn, faster and faster. It's going so fast that it's becoming a blur. Whiz, scream! Listen to the sounds. Listen! Look, cries the crowd, whizzing at tremendous speeds. Then colours, red, green, blue, gold, yellow and lime. It's slowing down. The red, the yellow, the green, the blue, the lime, all mix into one big blur of light. It's gone out, cries the crowd. Looks like we're going to have to wait another year for a Catherine wheel.
Bats. Bats fly at night. They are black. They have teeth. They live in caves and old houses. They sleep upside down, and they don't frighten Xenophon. They do really.
The bats. They have big ears for radar, wings that are smooth as skimmers, nails as sharp as daggers. They fly at night and hang upside down in the day.
Help! Help is needed. Elephants are dying. Light a candle quick. People are coming to the rescue.
What am I? I am a sort of bear. I can climb. I eat leaves. I live in Australia. What am I? I am a koala.
What am I? I have a beak. I eat mice. I have big eyes. I have 2 strong wings. What am I? I am an owl.
What am I? I am black and yellow. I can run very fast. I eat meat. What am I? I am a cheetah.
What am I? I have 4 legs. I am grey. I have whiskers. What am I? I am a mouse.
What is?
What is death?
When your heart decides it needs a rest.
What is inside a volcano?
Something red and nasty. What is a dream?
Life inside my head.
What is the moon?
A football for Angels United. How deep is the ocean?
Twice as deep as half its depth.
That monster screamed and showed his teeth, his head underneath his legs. He ate people with his sharp, very yellow teeth, his arms on his tummy. He had bulging eyes that popped in and out. His green blood ran everywhere. When he drank water, his skin bubbled. Little creatures popped out. He went into his cave to get his special rock. He chipped it with his teeth. He bit off his finger and died.
Running away. I wish I could run away and roam, instead of being stuck up at home, away from sadness, grief and badness, to find somewhere where there is gladness. Sitting here upon the stairs, thinking of time ahead, I wish my father hadn't gone and my mother wasn't dead.
Hello, Sally, what do you want?
Barmy Bear and Bounce into Bed.
That is very nice. I've got one about soccer. The Super Soccer Star spotted a soccer ball at Spurs.
Watch out, call the cat, Claire, before it claws the chair.
Picture. Outside the picture is soft wood and it is brown. On the back there is the name of the person who made it. Inside the picture there is a beautiful painting or drawing and the person's name at the bottom. My picture dreams about hanging on the wall and falling off the wall and smashing. If I give my picture to you, do not drop it. Don't hang it in a dull place either. Without my picture, my room will look dull and horrible.
Colours. What is red? A rose is red. What is blue? Flowers are blue. What is yellow? A bee in a yellow daffodil. What is green? An octopus is green. What is orange? A tomato is orange. What is black? The hair there on my head. What is brown? A puppy is brown. What is pink? What is pink? Pink piggy is pink. What is white? A shirt is white. Colours. Red is the colour of my nose. Blue is the colour of the sky. Pink is the colour of icing. Black is the night.
Darkness. Darkness is eerie, spooky, gloomy, bats hang around, ghosts appearing out of nowhere, spiders scuttling, crawling, creeping, thundering, crashing, storms at night. Some people are afraid of the dark, others won't admit it, but I'm afraid of the dark.
I stepped into the bedroom, the timeless moon casting eerie shadows. A storm is coming on, crashing of thunder, rattling of windows. I put my head under the bedclothes. An owl is hooting through the treetops, bats, witches, crooning, screaming at me. I snuggled closer to my pillow. I fell asleep. Spiders crawling along the ground, hunting. I wait for morning, sunlight and dawning.
Darkness is scary, spooky too, witches flying around on their brooms, owls flying around catching mice.
Bats on the move, to catch things. Spiders crawling here and there, spooky things scaring people.
Light. Light is bright and very nice. Fire is very bright too. Clouds rushing by, the rainbow shining, candles shining at Christmas, stars shining in the sky together with the moon.
This is Danielle reading Colette Such's poem.
Christmas. Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming. Hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, hooray. I can't wait until that very day, because there are presents to open and games to play. Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming. Hip, hip, hooray. I can't wait until that very day.
I hate winter. Snow is a nuisance. I can't ride my bike. I tingle from head to toe.
My nose dribbles, my eyes water. I go and help somebody old. I know I ought to.
The old hate cold. Winter means misery. My poor old gran. I hope she's warm. Stay indoors, the people say. Cold can kill someone old today.
Soccer.
Pass the ball.
Shoot.
Score.
Although the pitch is waterlogged,
we're beating them by quite a lot.
The cold air hits my face,
keeping me awake and in my place.
Someone sliding.
Ah!
Full-time whistle.
Yeah, we've won.
More limericks.
There was a young teacher called James who got very mixed up with names. She called David Tom and Alexander John, but she was very good at games.
Leeds. There was a young man from Leeds who swallowed a packet of seeds. Then what began to sprout from his ugly snout were some horrible-looking weeds.
Ho, 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 ho.
There was a young lady of Tonga who weekly got longer and longer. The reason, I think, was a curse from a sphinx, and now she always dances the conga.
There was an old woman called Sue.
She ate a lot of stew.
She ate so much
of that terrible slush
that soon she had to go to the loo.
Test week.
Oh no, not tests.
Hard. I need some more brains. It's so frustrating. If I have any more, I'll scream.
Sitting still without moving an inch. Help! This one's hard. If I do well, I'll have an ice cream.
Complete silence throughout the test. If I pass, I'll be chuffed. Mrs. Shepherd repeats herself.
Shh, be quiet. If we do well, we'll be good at high school. Phew, I finished. Now I can read my book.
Oh gosh, I forgot to check it. Nicky's getting annoying, making all those sniffing noises.
I can't help it. It's not my fault. I've done my best, I really have.
Great! I finished. They're over.
Hooray!
At last, it's home time.